All right. What about now, Jim Star? Can you hear me now? Jim Star? Okay. Hi. Thank you so much. Let me bring in How I Be to the South. He'll tell me whether or not he can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. We just not hearing you.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you, the studio was like really crazy.
Mm,
Thank you,
yeah.
Jim Star. Let's get Jim Star a round of applause. Jim Star. Oh, I don't know what he so the show was scheduled yesterday for our regular broadcast time at 7 p.m. So I go into the studio to get ready to start the show, prepare everything about 6:45, right? There's no show. And my son kept trying to get into the studio. He says, Ma, it keeps saying the host can see you now. I said, I don't see you. I don't see you. So sure enough, I was gonna go ahead and go live and then let him just catch up and come on in later, right?
Yeah.
I hit the live button and there is no show. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And it's making me reschedule. So I rescheduled the show for 7:15 our time, CDT. And then when I go to YouTube and look, guess what? It's got two more shows. It's got the
Mm,
7:15 show scheduled, and then it's scheduled one on its own for 8:09 p.m. Central Time. 8:09, we'll be out of here.
yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us, Jim Star. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things tonight. First, let's talk entertainment. Tim,
Yes.
I got into watching this series called Riverdale,
Yes.
and I'm noticing that Prime Video is putting a lot of this. Remember the channel CW?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of the series maybe that came from there.
Yeah, I saw Riverdale. Yeah.
You
I,
did.
uh-huh.
I didn't know I never seen it before, but I've started watching this. It has 7 seasons.
It's good.
So,
Yeah.
I'm going to be stuck in there for a couple of months, right?
Yeah, it's good. It's worth it to me.
Okay. So, anyway, yeah, I'm liking it. And it's a break from my normal
Yeah.
type of genre, you know.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm into it right now. Now, if I get bored about the second or third season, I'm switching to something
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. Yeah. There's always that option.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what have you heard going on in entertainment?
Um, Somebody passed away. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think I saw something flash across the screen too. Jim Star, do you know what entertainer passed away recently?
Yeah, because
The last couple of days?
she was 85.
Really?
I think she was 85. What is that lady's name? She played in numerous movies over the years.
Oh, movie star. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. We had a movie star to pass away. We had a musician, R&B singer to pass away by the name of um, goodness gracious. I'm stuck with these names.
I understand because I caught you off guard. You weren't
Yeah.
prepared for that.
Yeah, his name is Jaheim. He was
Mm.
a R&B singer.
Hmm.
I think he had a hit in like 94. No, not that late. About 2010, somewhere up in there that really put him on the map. I hate the fact that I can't think of the actress name that passed away because we watched her Greetings.
Oh, okay. Jim Star said it was Diane Keaton.
Yes, Diane
Okay.
Keaton.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Jim
Jim
Star.
Star.
Thanks so much. Greetings, Apostle Teresa Rucker. Thank you so much
Greetings.
for tuning in. We're a little late. And so we know that we're not going to have many audience viewers tonight because what happens with the viewers, they're like me. If I go to something at 7 o'clock, it's supposed to be at 7 o'clock. and it's not there, I'm going on to something else. So we understand. So we're
Yeah.
not we're not upset if we don't have that many viewers. I'll just have to share it around
Yeah. Yeah.
tomorrow
Right.
and let you guys see our replay. That's what all I can do on that. But
Hmm.
anyway, what I wanted to also talk about, I wanted to talk about a little medical issue. About I guess about 3 days ago, my hip started hurting, all down my leg and my hip, and then it spread up to my all the way up my spine, up my back. And I was like, what in the world is going on? And then it occurred to me that sometimes, y'all, you can have, when your back, if you have not injured your back or your hip, and you haven't lifted anything heavy to cause strain on your back, sometimes you can actually have a urinary tract infection that you may not be aware of. Okay. And so I decided that I was going to, uh, what is it, self diagnose myself. But because I know my body, I could remember back, years ago, probably 10, 12, 15 years ago, when we as young women, younger women then, would get those. And we would just buy the over-counter pills, urinary tract infections, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I ordered me some, and I started taking those over a two-day period. I began to uh, got almost immediate relief. And by the third day, which is yesterday, the aches were completely gone. So what I found out was, yes, a diet high in sugar drinks can increase the risk of a urinary tract infection. We call them UTIs. And I've been drinking ginger ale, and ginger ale not supposed to have that much sugar in it, but I guess it does. So I said to myself, from now on, after I drink a ginger ale or any type of sugar drink, including orange juice, I'm going to make sure that I drink a whole glass of water behind it, because
Yeah.
it says that bacteria feeds on sugar, and excess sugar can create a more favorable environment for them to multiply. Hmm.
Right.
High sugar intake. Now, that was another key. I had been eating, y'all, a lot of donuts and cakes because I was trying to gain some weight. As you guys know, I lost weight without trying to lose weight, but I'm not sick, right? My doctor knows that. He said it wasn't anything wrong. But I'm down to like 92 pounds, and I want to be at least like 110 or 115. Apostle Teresa say, right. She said, everybody needs to know their body. It's very important. Absolutely. So, cakes, donuts, high sugar intake, they said, can also suppress your immune system. Because I was sleeping for about 4 days, just in and out, in and out, in and out before my back started to hurt. Well, I'll tell you what, I attributed that to a change in my medication that my doctor had given me, which I know he had told me. I mean, the prescription itself said that it can cause drowsiness. So I didn't pay any attention to connect it to suppressing my immune system, had me really just lazy, just sleeping in and out for 4 days. But it says it makes it harder for your body to fight off the infection. and
Yeah.
sugary drinks may cause more frequent urination. And that was going on too. And this can lead to that issue. So, you guys, look, I just wanted to share that with y'all to let y'all know. Be on watch. Check yourself, check your body. You know, if you start having crazy symptoms like that for no reason, it could be that you just got a UTI, and you can save yourself a visit to the doctor or the medical minor emergency with a long wait. Y'all know how that is. And having to get a prescription or pay for a prescription. So, just a precautionary tale, personal, that I wanted to share from experience. Okay. Let me close out this window because I'm through with that. But I do want to make an announcement. I'll share another screen with you guys. Our dear friend, Crystal Harris, is having this big event. And this is entertainment. So we're still talking entertainment. Apostle Teresa say thanks for sharing. You are so very welcome. Okay, so Black Wall Street, y'all. This is Crystal Harris. She is one of my team members. Okay, that looks pretty clear. I'm trying to stretch it out so don't cut off any words. Okay. All right. How we go? All right. We can see all the words. Okay. Crystal has a facility in the medical center area at 1331 Union Avenue. She's had it for, she said, I think she said about 5, 6, 7 years, and I didn't even know that. But she's having an event there. She's hosting an event. Queen Ella Woods is a philanthropist, a humanitarian, financial life coach, a consultant, a national coordinator for Black Wall Street, and this is sponsored by Memphis Seeds. And that's an organization. I don't know for sure if it's nonprofit or not, but this event is free, so it may be nonprofit. So we have the moderators and the pretty lady at the very end with the long ponytail. That's Crystal. And I don't know who these two gentlemen are, but they are the moderators, okay? And it's at Crosstown, Poplar, Union, right there at Union in Cleveland, I believe. But it's called the Union Center, and it's in the executive suites. She's the premier parking there, and she said they have that. It has 400 spots, so you should be able to find a space at Union Center for parking, which is good. So there's the address, y'all. Right, nice and clear for everyone to see. Trying to stretch it out so y'all make sure y'all see it clearly. You might want to jot that down, okay? Now here's the phone number. If you'd like to get more information on that event, I do plan to attend, and I think our co-hostess of the Moses, Sybil Marie Preston, will be back in town. She's currently in Alabama visiting her relatives. But I think that she will be back because the event date, I forgot to tell you all that, didn't I? October the 25th. Let's go back up there. It's on a Saturday, October the 25th, from 9 a.m. in the morning until 12 p.m. And that number again to phone and to inquire about it is 901 844 1463. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. So we're going to take a break. Hopefully, last night when we did our politics show, guess what? we couldn't get any of our commercials to play. The studio was crazy then.
Mm-hmm.
They would pull up, but I couldn't see the labels, so I didn't know what to play. So I didn't want to just play anything, right? Let me stop sharing. But now they're up now, I see tonight. So we're gonna take a commercial break and we will be back. That'll give you time to share the show. Please go ahead and share it. Let everybody know we was just late, had technical difficulties. And don't give up on us to come on back in that we're here. And we'll probably be here for at least another 30 minutes. And then I want to miss out on some information. I've got another event to share that involves just me. Okay? I want to share that right after this. Y'all stick and stay. Don't go away. Are you going to play commercial? All right, we are back. Thank you guys for sticking and staying with us. Okay, so I don't have to tell you, Tim,
Uh-huh.
and audience, I don't have to tell y'all how expensive food is, do I?
Oh yeah.
Hmm. Today, I was gonna order me a pork roast, but first I was gonna order me a Tops barbecue jumbo beef brisket barbecue plate. Well, it was like I think about $11 or something, or $14 or something. But when the tax and stuff got on it, uh, it was going to be like $26.
Oh.
I was like, and I don't know, that's not even with a drink, right? Okay. So I said, wait a minute now. Let me go to look at the grocery stores in Instacart and see if I can just buy me a pork roast. And
Yeah.
then I knew the beef was going to be higher, right?
Yeah.
So I go to Kroger first, and their pork roast now, y'all. I'm talking about just the pork shoulders, like we like to buy, right? Used to buy $10.99 a pound. So if you got a 2 pound, which they usually don't have 2 pounds, they usually be like 3 pounds and plus, right?
Yeah.
Those gonna be about $26. Nah. Mm-mm. So I left Kroger and I went to Supalo, and they had theirs for I think it was $6.99 a pound. And so I said, well, okay, I'll get 2.5 pounds. I put that in. That was the smallest amount you could get. So I always get a replacement. Instacart allows you to get a replacement. Y'all out there in the audience, does anybody use Instacart? Do you order your groceries on Instacart? Jim Star, do you order? Instacart. Apostle Teresa, what about you? Do you order from Instacart or Amazon? But anyhow, they allow you to do a replacement if in case they don't have your first item you pick.
Yeah.
So I looked at the beef roast. Ooh, no, too high, right? 11.99 a pound. Come on, you guys, really? Nothing. You know, you can't even get a pound of beef roast.
Yeah.
Okay, forget it. So I said, okay, I know what I'll do. And this is a great cost saver for you guys. Take this tip down. I said, I'm going to make my second choice some pork neck bones. Sure did. And so, of course, they didn't have. Was it Apostle Teresa said, no, ma'am, she never orders Instacart. So, anyway, of course, the shopper couldn't find a 2.5 pound pork roast. So he had to get my second choice, which was a package of neck bones.
Yeah.
So that's what came. And that's all I ordered. I ordered me some neck bones, a pound of that super low homemade slaw that they have, because they have some good super low. They have some of the best homemade slaw, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ordered me some ballpark hamburger buns, because I'm going to make my own barbecue sandwich, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got the neck bones, and just so happened I had a male shopper, and this particular guy, he picked out some meaty neck bones. I never seen so much meat on some neck bones in my life, y'all. That was funny. So of course, you have to rate your order, right? So when I rated my order, I told him, thank you. I said, and you picked me out some real meaty neck bones. I gave you an extra tip. So anyway, I put those neck bones in a pan, put my seasoning on them, bake them, and then put my barbecue sauce on top of them. Let that barbecue sauce, kind of top out, caramelize. And then I took those neck bones out. I just took one out. Took the big one out with a lot of meat on it. Pulled that meat off that bone, chopped it up, and made me my own big old barbecue juicy sandwich with extra sauce and extra slaw. And it was delicious, y'all. And guess what else? I got a double feature, got a double bonus, because guess what? Not only did I get what I was looking for and what I had a taste for, but my doggy got that bone. And boy, did she have a good time. Yeah, I'll tell you. Apostle Teresa said, I like neck bones, but it's hard to find them with a lot of meat. I know. That's why I was so surprised. And you know what? I guess it was because it was a male shopper. You know, the men gonna always look for the most meat. So
Yeah.
I got lucky. So anyway, on to this event. Next Wednesday night, y'all, I am going to be a guest on the Memphis Jokes show. Now, some of you may have been here about 2 weeks ago when we played Memphis Jokes' first record release video. And of course, it's going to be the music itself, it's going to be on a CD, the song. And guess who is the singer and performer? Our very own co-hostess of the Moses, Sybil Marie Presley. That's right. And I'm going to let y'all see that after I show you my event. So I'm going to show you the reel that he made for me. I'm going to be a guest on his show on next Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. I'll be sharing the link around. I've already started sharing it. But I'm going to show this reel that he made, a very nice reel that he made, uh, promoting my appearance. It's very short, and I think because it's a reel, that's going to show small in the studio. So, but I hope you guys can see it. So here we go. Let's take a look. If I could, I would give you the world. All I can do is just offer you my Which one of us is right? If we always fight, can we just let love decide? By the week of May, 'cause I understand love must be the master plan. Love is the master plan. I give you diamonds and pearls. Okay, it was actually very long.
Yeah, that was
And
nice.
it
That's
was
real
very
nice.
nice. And
Hmm.
I didn't get a chance to enlarge it to toward the end. So I'm going to hit it again while it's enlarged and let y'all. If I could, I would give you the world. All I can do is just offer you my Which one of us is right? If we always fight, can we just let love decide? By the week of May, 'cause I understand love must be the master plan. Love is the master plan. I give you diamonds and pearls. Okay. So listen, y'all, I want to see all of y'all there in the studio supporting me. And you'll be able to call in. So once you tune into the show, he'll give you the dial in number. And I think you'll also be able to type in comments. And I'm going to be talking about life insurance. As I said before, everything has gotten so high that unfortunately for us senior citizens, even though we are retired, we have to do a little bit of work just to make ends meet. Haven't you gone into the Walmart and the grocery stores and you see people in the 80s and 90s working? And it's a crying, ridiculous shame. We shouldn't have to work at that age. The government should provide enough of us enough money in our Social Security checks and our disability checks so that we won't have to be out there at 80, 90 years old having to work to try
Yeah,
to make ends meet.
yeah,
Now, it is. It's really a shame.
it is.
And so that's what we have to do. So I've taken up insurance as a little side gig to try to help ends meet, you know? And that's what I'll be talking about, why people need life insurance. What are some of the reasons? What does it serve? Because life insurance is more than just an insurance or something that protects you while until you die. You can actually use your life insurance while you're living. So
Right.
I'll be explaining all of that. But meanwhile, here is Memphis Jeps, and I tell you, these guys are great recording audience. He has his own studio, and I'm so delighted to have met him and his crew. And I met him through Sybil, as I said. And he's going to come be a guest on our show too, as well, when Sybil gets back in town, probably sometime in November. But this is his first record that he produced out of his brand new studio, and it's a bluesy, and it's about Sybil's campaign. As y'all know, Sybil has been campaigning for about amen, Apostle. She said, that's right, it's sad. It just be about us 80, 90-year-olds having to get out there and work.
Yeah.
You know. And I see most 80, 90-year-old seniors, they don't have computer skills. So that's why they have to be out there driving. I even had an Instacart driver delivering my groceries, as well as an Amazon package driver that delivered my package in their car. They're using their own private cars. They were in their 80s delivering packages, trying to drive out there in these dangerous streets. Very sad. But anyway, here's a great video that Memphis Jelks, and his name is Jacoby Jelks. And this is some of his work, y'all. And I just love it. Take a look at it.
Well, I've got the pothole blues. I've got the pothole blues. I sing, shake, rattle, and roll. My car hit another pothole. I've got the Memphis pothole blues. Well, I blame it on the city council or the potholes in this town. Every time I try to call them, nobody can be found. In the city of Memphis, there are potholes everywhere. So if you go out driving, you better bring a spare. The pothole blues. I got the pothole blues. I sing and shake, rattle and roll. My car hit another pothole. I got the Memphis pothole blues. I broke the axle on my wheel, and my tires aren't even there. I'm sending City Hall my bill when I get my car repaired. Yes, I'm going on the internet and calling the local news. Please sign my petition. I've got the Memphis pothole blues. I've got the pothole blues. I sing and shake, rattle and roll. My car hit another pothole. I got the Memphis pothole blues. I got pothole blues. I've got the pothole blues. I'm singing, shake, rattle and roll. My car hit another pothole. I've got the Memphis pothole blues. Oh, I've got the Memphis pothole blues. Memphis pothole blues. I got the pothole blues. I got the pothole blues. I'm singing shake, rattle, and roll. My car hit another pothole. I got the Memphis pothole blues. Oh, I've got the Memphis pothole blues. Y'all better fill them potholes. I got the Memphis pothole blues.
Yay! I love that beat. I'm telling you, too. That is
Yes.
going to be a national hit.
Yes. Got a hit on the hand.
That and Memphis Pothole Blues.
That's
So,
good.
yeah, so I'm going to be on there on his show. And he has different guests, of course, talking about different things. And I'm going to put my phone number up here now so that y'all can call me. If y'all need more information, call through my 800 number. And this is also my 800 number for my insurance little operation that I got going on. All right. So it's very important. And believe it or not, it's affordable too. And that number is 1-8444 440102. I had to count the fours. So I'm going to do that again. 844 444 0102. I wanted to say it out loud for the closed caption so it can pick it up for the ones that have hearing difficulties. Okay. All right. So I would like to know, Tim,
Okay.
uh, as you know, now let's talk local.
Okay.
I've noticed that the city been trying to clean it up since we've got the federal agencies down here and
Yeah.
the National Guard. I guess they didn't want to see. I've been seeing them out there filling those potholes too. I guess they didn't want to be embarrassed because they didn't care about us complaining. But I guess they didn't want to be really, really nationally embarrassed. So they're trying to make the city look like it is looks better than it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you were driving around today. I understand you were out. Apostle Teresa say, "Well, them potholes will give anybody the blues, especially when you have to keep paying to fix them." I
Yeah.
know that's right, Apostle.
Oh
And you
yeah.
know what? They tear up your car. And you know what I really love? That video has a bit of humor in it. The poor man in the wheelchair, and
Yeah.
then the little bitty car. I drive a small car myself, and the little bitty car just bumping all up in the air. I'm like, oh my god! About it was like it was go astro fly, right?
Yeah.
So you drove around today, Tim. What did you see out there?
Well, I happen to be in the downtown area.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we got it was a lot of agencies that was moving. There was a lot of moving parts. It was real busy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can actually tell that they've made a whole lot of arrests. The
Mm-hmm.
court systems seems to be thrown off a little bit, backed up a little bit.
Mhm.
So it's a lot going on. We got a lot of moving pieces going on here in Memphis. Like you said, the city is trying to save face, uh,
Mhm.
but it might be just a little too late for that, for a
Mhm.
saving face. We have to
Mhm.
look at things for what they are, not what we want them to be.
Mhm.
And and they should feel ashamed. They really
Mhm.
should,
I agree.
because yeah, we've been getting the short end of the stick on every complaints that we have. They
Mhm.
go unheard of, fall on deaf ears.
Mhm.
So yeah, they should feel ashamed. Yeah,
Mhm. Did you see many of the National Guard, or if any,
I
or
saw more of the state troopers. I saw
mhm.
state troopers. I saw FBI.
Mhm.
Um, I saw ICE.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's a lot of moving pieces
Mhm.
with the agencies here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you
So
feel safer?
oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. You can tell, and people have spoke about it in their neighborhoods. They haven't been hearing as many gunshots.
I agree with that because
Yeah,
I'm around Lamar. I'm between Lamar and Bellevue and Glenview and Midtown and Castalia and South Memphis and Hamilton I, and they were always shooting around this neighborhood.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and you couldn't tell where it was coming from, and that's dangerous because you don't know which direction the bullet is gonna land on. You
yeah,
know,
yeah. Absolutely. It seems like a lot of the criminals they went underground or they in the house.
or
They,
they're locked up. Mhm.
yeah, yeah. You think you bad until you meet somebody that's really bad.
That's better than you.
Yeah, it's better than them. So they met their match and then some. So
Mhm.
they decided to tuck their tails and
Mhm.
hide out, stay in the
Mhm.
house or wherever it is, as long as they're out of
Mhm.
our streets. So they're
I
on the
know that's
run.
right.
Yeah, they are on the run. All criminals are on the run.
Mhm.
But the thing about it is, Memphis is not a huge city, so it's only
Mhm.
so far that they can run. They can run, but they can't hide. So
Mhm. Mhm.
yeah, I feel a whole lot safer, and I think a lot of people would have to agree with me on that.
I agree. I did.
And we're just beginning, and if we feeling, we can always tell the difference. I can only
Mhm.
imagine how long it's going to, get better and better each day as it goes on.
Yeah. And what I'm most impressed about is this. They said that they made over 1,000 arrests, and 40% of the arrests that were made were
Yeah.
for warrants.
Yes.
Warrants.
Yes.
And when there are that many outstanding warrants, what that tells me is that the police hadn't been trying to find them.
No, they haven't.
They wouldn't even bother to be looking for them.
Uh-uh.
But the federal agencies came here in 1 week and found them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what that means, they wasn't hard to find.
No, they weren't hard to find. They just we just had a lot of people that wasn't doing their job, and it showed. You know,
Mhm, mhm.
um, they got to the point where they wasn't doing their job so much till they lost control of the city.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, and they can only cover. They couldn't cover and hide anymore at that point.
Mhm.
And like I said, we still got a long way to go.
Yeah.
But it's not taking these guys long to get these blue collar criminals out the street. And
Mhm.
as we were speaking the other evening, I can't wait till it turns into an internal investigation for the
Oh,
white collar
yeah.
crime.
They arrested 3 police officers. Oh,
Yes, yeah,
one for shoplifting. They said, well, he wasn't in Memphis. He was in Oakland or somewhere. No, that he was somewhere else. But anyway, he got discertified and was arrested. But the other police officer lived in Oakland, but he worked in Memphis as a police officer. They
right,
just with him for domestic um, issue
yeah,
uh, and resisting arrest.
Yeah.
child endangerment and something else
And that's a sergeant. He's a
because he
sergeant.
thought because he thought he was tough, right? You
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. And he's a sergeant, so he's been around some years. Um,
And don't and know better.
yeah, he knows better. Definitely knows
hmm
better.
So it's
Um,
no excuse.
no, it's no
But
excuse.
he's been his behavior was being ignored
Yeah,
by his superiors.
that's true.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
hmm
Yeah, you know, if you've seen it in the movies, and some of you people might know it in real life that we see where um, the spouse is being abused by an officer in uniform,
Yes,
and how
yes.
they cover and ignore um, that spouse that's being abused due
The
to the
blue
fact that
code.
yeah,
The blue code.
uh-huh,
hmm
yeah.
Yeah. And
So
that's pitiful
it is.
and sad, but it's getting ready to stop.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Thank
yeah,
God for that. To protect the children and the women
yeah,
that has
yeah,
been abused for these years.
yeah,
So many years. Because he, like you say, he was an older guy.
yeah, yeah.
So that means he been abusing that poor woman for some years,
True.
as well as probably the children, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And he needs to be put under the jail so that the people, inmates in the jail, can abuse him.
Yeah. You know, I've
So
always
he can
said.
see how it feels.
Yeah. You know, I've always said that some of your biggest criminals are in uniform.
You're
Uh,
right.
it's just a matter of you know, pulling the covers back.
hmm
Um, and to me, that's even more dangerous because
It
you know
is.
you have a person that's mentally ill, sick in the head, that's allowed to have interactions with uh, regular working citizens,
hmm
right? Because usually what happens is they abuse that power at home, they abuse it at work
And everywhere else.
and everywhere else.
hmm Because they know that they have been getting away with it and
Hmm.
nobody has called them out on it.
Correct.
I'm glad they locked him up.
Yeah.
And there was another one. I forgot what he did, but he just got locked up this week
I
too.
think two of them were drag racing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Two more. They were drag racing,
Yeah.
and they want to give them house arrest.
Yeah.
And Senator Brett Taylor say, no, that's a felony, and they should
Yeah.
not be given no house arrest. So that their sentence is being challenged, which is right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
You know,
can't
that's
if
one of our biggest problems we have with the younger young children, young adults, I should say.
they weren't young.
No, no,
These
no.
two men here and
What
these
right? What I was leading up to is we have a lot of them that is out there doing that,
mhm.
and so for the police to be out there doing it, you're part of the bigger problem. You're
Yeah, they
contributing
are.
to one of the biggest problems,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, in the city.
yeah. And they, like I say, they weren't young. They look like they in their 40s,
Exactly.
and they had Corvettes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
so that means that you've been getting some on the table money, probably drug money,
yeah, yeah,
that you can
yeah,
afford Corvettes, and
yeah.
then you want to race them around the city, right?
Hmm.
But the judge gonna give them house arrest and a fine? No. The senator said no, 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 that's a felony,
Yeah,
and they are challenging the sentencing that was given to those two officers for doing that, and they should be challenged because it's not right.
yeah,
It's not right that they get favorable sentencing when Joe Blow and Tom Joe did the same thing, and they sitting locked up for 5 years.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not
Because
fair.
what a lot of times what we tend to forget, and I think that they tend to forget, is that they took an oath. When you start those jobs, you take an oath,
hmm
and you're governed by that oath,
Yeah,
whether
yeah.
you remember it or not.
hmm
So therefore, yeah, I think they are just some of the first ones. I think it's going to be a lot more to follow.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, because this city is really under a microscope right now. And
It is.
like they said, they're just if they're doing all this in just the 2 weeks they've been here, oh man, it's no telling where this city can bloom and blossom to.
Yeah, and the end result will be favorable.
Yes.
I know that for sure.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
the DA say he needs a night court
Yeah.
because so many cases.
Yeah.
And I agree, they probably do need a night court and probably should have one all the time.
Yeah.
Probably if they had one all the time, maybe they wouldn't have had a 40% of outstanding warrants.
Yeah. Yeah. Because really at nighttime they're not doing anything anyway. You
Mhm.
know, and that's the proof is in the pudding when it comes to that. So why not? They might as well be doing some work.
That's right.
Yeah, you,
That's
you
right.
don't have you really don't have any time to be taken off as much as you need to be done, in the city.
hmm Well, Mayor Lee Harris announced this morning that he put in the city of Memphis, no, the county. Lee Harris is the county mayor.
Yeah,
Paul Young is the city mayor. So
right.
Lee Harris has declared a state of emergency for the county of Shelby County
Yeah,
because he says that the great number of arrests and the facilitation of all of the troopers and the agencies and the National Guard on the city is straining the county's finances. Really? Well, I look at it this way. If y'all hadn't been invested in the funds, you would have had enough money.
yeah, 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 yeah. I don't think that state of emergency is going to
About too
fly.
many reports of too much money being missed.
Yeah, yeah. So, and when you claim state of emergency, you're asking for resources as well as money. So, I don't think they're going to get that.
No, they're not gonna get it because the state already banned them from being able to borrow any money
Right.
from federal government of the state.
Yeah.
So he state of emergency all he wants to. You better go and find some money somewhere. better go
Yeah.
better go borrow something from some friends. Your
Yeah.
circle of friends that voted you in.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna be here. You can't
Yeah.
run them out just because you don't got the money.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, and also, final thing, the the city of Millington has given a warning, a final warning to court clerk Wanda Harbert for the
Yeah.
Millington
I heard that.
license plate office up there in Millington, Tennessee, said that she $39,000 or something dollars behind in the rent. Well, we talked about that about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That the county clerk, Wanda Howard, is not responsible for paying rent.
Right.
And she said that she gave her statement out and said that she never approved the lease for that to lease that building. Her signature is not on there,
Yeah.
and that the county commission approved the lease. So it's like we said 3 weeks ago. The county commission approved the list.
Yeah.
The county commission is supposed to pay the rent. And it's like we said, like I said 3 weeks ago, that the Shelby County government rents lots of buildings and spaces and things and cars.
Yeah.
Who pays those bills?
Right.
So whoever the procurement office is that pays the bills for the rents on the other buildings are also supposed to pay the rent for the license plate buildings too.
Yeah.
That bill does not come in the name of Wanda Howard. They should not be
No.
sending a rent bill in the name of Wanda Halbert.
Right.
They should send in the bill to the Shelby County government, and the Shelby County government has a procurement office that pays those bills. So I don't blame Sister Wanda Howard Halbert. I'm glad she's standing up for her rights
Yeah.
because they're trying to make her look like she's a crook, and she's not,
Yeah.
because she's not responsible for paying rent on any Shelby County building.
Right.
It's not in her name.
Yeah.
It's in the name
They
of
just.
the
I
county
feel they
government.
just trying to slander her name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shanice's like family law filed a lawsuit against them for slandering her
I'm sure
for
that she will
the
probably.
past 2 years. I know I
Yeah.
would.
Yeah.
All right, then. That's our Friday night. We talk about anything we want to talk about show. Y'all be sure to tune in Wednesday night. First of all, next Wednesday night, I'll be sharing that around. I'll be live with Jacoby Jelks and his co-host. I think they call his co-host O.
Okay.
I forgot what the O stands for in his name. I think it's Orlando or something like that, but they call him O.
Okay.
So I'll be pleased to be with the both of them. And then on next Thursday night we'll have our politics show, regular weekly politics show,
Yeah.
the only mom and son political commentary show on the World Wide Web.
Mm-hmm.
And then next Friday night, we'll be back with some more of anything we want to talk about. Okay. Want to thank Apostle Teresa. She's also on my insurance team, one of my team members. I've got some news for her. She's going to be glad to hear about when we have our meeting on Sunday. And thank you so much, Gem Star Records. I believe that's the record company, for tuning it in. But it's not Jacoby's record company, okay? But Jim Star, thank you so much for tuning in with us. We really appreciate y'all. All right, so that's what we got for the night. And thank you, Apostle Say. Good show. Continued blessings. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
And the same to you. But one last thing, one of our loyal fans' husband, sister, and good friend, Sonia um, Wilson, Sandra. Her name is Sondra Wilson. Her husband is at the hospital. She and her husband are at the hospital now, and he was having some gastrological problems, and they have so far determined that his gastrical system is okay, but they're doing some more tests on him. So we're sending our prayers and hugs to them because he is the one that produced and recorded and wrote the music to our theme song to our movie, M. Pearls, AAL, the movie in 2017, that is still playing on platforms all over the world. And he is musician. And thank you, Apostle. Apostle Teresa says she's praying now. And we're going to close with prayer as well, just for him and his wife, because I know you're going to be okay. But I just got to get some reassurance right quick. So, y'all, bow your heads with me in just a moment of prayer for them. My Heavenly Father, I come to you this time to ask that you bless and send your angels around the bed of Dwayne Wilson, our dear friend and brother in Christ, to help him get through whatever it is that the devil is trying to do. We need his body healthy. We need his mind and soul and spirit healthy. And we want you to make the devil alive. Put the angels around him right now. Heal his body. You've already shown us the first step. Wasn't nothing wrong with his gastrological system. And so it ain't going to be nothing much wrong with the rest of it. And whatever it is, we know that you have provided the wisdom of scientists and doctors through medication and treatment to take care of it. I myself have to take medication every day. A lot of folks have to take medication today. That's a blessing. You gave the power and the knowledge to the people to create it for us to help to make us get through our sicknesses and our illnesses. And I want to thank you for that. So, Lord, we know that you're going to heal his body, give his wife strength. Our dear friend and loyal fan, Sandra Wilson, his spouse, and their family, to keep the faith, let them keep the hope, and let them keep believing in the power of the healing of your blood, of your son, Jesus Christ. We ask this prayer in your son's name, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
All right. That's our show for tonight. Oh, she's there. Hi, Sandra. Bless your heart. She took out time. I told y'all she was loyal, but you know I wasn't going to leave this show without praying for y'all. And it is done. All right. It is done. And I'm just going to wait for the good report tomorrow or Sunday. All right. Apostle say, all right. She said, Apostle say, amen. It's done, Sandra.
Right.
Okay, y'all. That's our time. We love y'all so, so much. And we'll see y'all. Don't forget me on Wednesday night, next Wednesday night. I'll keep sending it to y'all. I'm going to send it to you in a text. I'm going to send it to you in an email. I'm going to send it to y'all everywhere because I want y'all to show up for me in a big way. All right. Love y'all. Mwah. Kisses. Good night, y'all.
Right.
Bye.